as we'll start at the 25. First play's a run with the Longhorns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too. Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Almost a win for the defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Max Duggan. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 19-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And taken down just shy of the 40. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Wilson. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Rolling to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Duggan. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Duggan looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. Pushes past him. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively, so they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. KJ Osborne from 4 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring it back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, no longer. Room here to run. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way into midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Shrugs him off. Still on his feet. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Samaje Perine, 39 yards. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the 2nd half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jets now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Duggan. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll get this one to Patrick. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. The ball comes out, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
And when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they're running what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Joejuan Williams.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver.
And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Minnesota, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.